3.3 is problem solving with percents. So we're going to convert percents to decimals and fractions and vice versa. We're going to solve linear equations involving percents. We're going to solve problems involving markups and discounts. So example 3, it says, what number is 30% of 70? So they want to know what number is 30% of 70. So you have to think of a verbal model. So we're going to say, this is our what number. Is going to be the equal sign, and 30% of 70 is the other side of the equation. So A is our unknown for our value that we don't know. So what number is 30% of 70? So A equals 30%, you're going to write it as a decimal. So 0.30 of 70 is the way we're writing it. Always convert it to decimal form. So 0.30, so 3 times 7 is 21 with 2 zeros. But then remember, we have 2 decimal places, so back 2. So our A value is a 21. On part B, it says, a union negotiates for a cost of living raise of 7%. What is the raise for a union member whose salary is $40,240? What is this person's new salary? So in this problem, they want you to change it into a verbal model first. So they're asking for what is the raise? So the question says, what is the raise? So raise equals the percent in decimal form times the salary. So let's put in perspective. Our raise, we don't know, that is your A. The percent is 7%, so we know that is 0.07, because that needs to be in decimal form. And then they told you the salary amount was $40,240. So we have all our parts, we just need to substitute in. So we have the raise we don't know, the percent is 0.07 times our salary, which is $40,240. So we're going to put the calculator, 0.07 times 4240 is 2,816.8. But because we're dealing in terms of money, add a 0. So that was their salary raise, $2,816.80. Okay, so on our next example, example 4, it's saying 14 is 25% of what number? So in this one, it's different. It's saying 14 is 25% of a specific number. So notice that the word is happens here. Anytime you see the word is, that is where your equal sign happens. So they're saying the number 14 is equal to 0.25, because we want it in decimal. We don't know our number. So our number, I'm going to say it's X. You can make it the letter A, the letter N, the letter B, whatnot. So I'm going to use an X. So it's saying 14 is 0.25 of X. So now in this instance, you're dividing both sides by 0.25. So 14 divided by 0.25. Remember, 14 is the numerator. That is the first number you put in the calculator. 0.25 is your denominator. That is the second number you put. So we get 56. So X equals 56. So if we were trying to figure it out, 14 is 25% of the number 56. So if you think about it, 56 times 0.25, because that's 25% of it, gives us our 14, which was our starting number. On part B of example 4, it says you missed an A in your chemistry course by only 3 points. Your point total for the course was 402. How many points were possible in the course? Assume that you needed 90% of the course total for an A. So when we look at this problem, we need to come up with a verbal model. They're saying that your points were 402. So we're going to say your points plus the 3 points that you were, remember, you were only off by 3 points. Equals the percent in decimal form times the total points. So let's look at our thing. It said you missed an A in your chemistry course by only 3 points. That's why we put it on this side. Your total for the point total was 402. How many points were possible in the course is what we're trying to find. Assume that you need 90% for the course for an A. So we don't know what our total points are. That's the unknown. That's going to be your X. And then they told you 90% is the course for an A. So we had 402 points plus the 3 points we were short equals the 90%. So that's a 0.90, and total points is our X in this instance. So we have 405 equals 0.90x, and we're dividing both sides by 0.90. So 405 divided by 0.90. We needed 450 points to get us to the A. In example 5, it says 135 is what percent of 27? So it's another change now. So they want to know 135 is what percent of a number. So they told us what our result is and the number we started with, and they want to know what percentage that makes it. So again, here is the word is. That is your equal sign. So 135 equals percent. We don't know our percent. That's the unknown. And then it's 27 is what we have. So in this instance, we need to, the percent becomes our p-value. So I can say our percent represents the p because that's what we want to use. So we become 135 equals 27 with a letter p. I wanted the percent p to be the back end. And then we're going to divide both sides now. All we have to do is divide by 27. So we have 135 divided by 27, which gives me 5. So our p-value is 5. So in this instance, because remember, p is a 5 and percent is in terms of 100. That is a whole number. That is not in decimal form. So we need to multiply by 100%. So it's 500% in this instance. The reason it's 500% is because remember, our number starting value was small and we ended up with a very large number. So in order for the 27 to become 135, it was an increased value of 500%. If I had done 5%, then means that the 27 would be the bigger number and then our starting value was a lot smaller. On part B, it says a real estate agency receives a commission of $8,092.50 for the sale of a $124,500 house. What percent commission is this? Okay, so let's look where we start. Receives a commission of $8,092.50. So commission $8,092.50. The sale was $124,000. The sale value was $124,500. And they want to know what the percent is that we don't know. That's RP. So remember, it's going to be in this instance, because commission is what we received, we're going to say the commission, that's what we earned, is the P value that we don't know times our sale value, the cost of the house. So we have $8,092 with 50 cents equals P times our 124,500 because that was what we started out with. That's how much the sale house. So now in this instance, we're dividing both sides by 124,500. So we have 8092.50, but that's the first number, the numerator, divided by 124,500. See, in this instance now, we'll get P equals 0.065. Remember, it's in decimal form. To get from decimal to percent form, we need to multiply by 100%. So it is, and when I multiply this number by 100, it moves the decimal place over twice, and we get 6.5%. That was the percent on the commission.